Hi everybody, this is Crow the Sandler fan once again, and today I'm going to review something completely different today. It's not going to be a movie review this time. Today I thought I'd review a video game that happens to be a big huge part of my childhood. And I think it's our childhood video game too, and that would be on the 1996 video game for the Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64. So what the game is about is Mario shows up at the castle and he has to rescue Princess Peach once again. But in this game, you see a lot of magic painting pictures, and what's cool about them is that you can actually jump into the painting pictures because they're kind of like magic-ish, and you complete levels and stuff. Like every time you complete a level, you get a yellow star. And basically, after Mario completes all of the levels, after you complete all the levels from those magic paintings, you then have to rescue Bowser at that final level, which is the Galaxy Road place, I believe what it's called, and that's what the game is about. My opinion on this game, honestly, I loved that game when I was little. I adored it a lot when I was little. I played it a lot, and I still love it to this day. In fact, Mario is awesome in this game, like he always is in all of the other games, and Bowser is great too. And we can all agree that Bowser will forever be the best Mario villain ever in the Mario franchise. And I love the fact that the painting pictures are magical when Mario jumps into them and starts a level. I've always found them very fun and interesting when I was little, and I still do to this day. And this is gonna shock you guys. I've never owned a Nintendo 64, not even when I was little, and I still don't have one to this day. Now, some of you who are watching this probably might be thinking, Joseph, if you don't have a Nintendo 64, then how did you play Super Mario 64 then? Well, back when I was little, my dad bought Super Mario 64 on the Wii Shop channel, which unfortunately the Wii Shop channel no longer exists. But what's great about the Wii Shop channel back when it was a thing, is that in the Wii Shop channel you can buy games from the NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, and Sega Genesis. And so my dad bought that game on the Wii Shop channel, and when I started playing that game when I was little, I started to fall in love with it, and I've been playing that game for the rest of my life, and I never tire of playing that game. In fact, I still play that game even when I'm older. In fact, Super Mario 64 is one of the greatest Mario video games to ever exist, and we cannot get enough of it. And my favorite levels in Super Mario 64 is the first one where, Mario has to defeat King Bomb Bomb. That's always been my favorite level, and it still is to this day. I also love the level where Mario has to do a race against that Koopa Troopa, whose nickname is Koopa the Quick. And we all know that song that was in that level where it goes, do 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 do. Yeah, that song never gets old. And I also like the Whomp's Fortress level where you have to defeat the King Thwomp. That was a very fun one. And I even like the Lethal Lava Land level where Mario's at that Volcano Land. I've always found that level fun when I was little, and I still do to this day. So overall, there's nothing else I could say about Super Mario 64. To any of you who's never played Super Mario 64, where have you been? I totally recommend it. I mean, if you don't own a Nintendo 64, then also where have you been? You should totally get a Nintendo 64 if you've never owned one. You should totally get it and play Super Mario 64 since it's one of the greatest Mario games to ever exist. So for my final rating of Super Mario 64, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 stars. One of the greatest Mario games to ever exist, and a big, huge childhood video game of mine. So I hope you all enjoyed my review on Super Mario 64. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is me saying, peace out.